So the concept of ScriptureDoodle really came out of a time in my life when I wasn't feeling very creative. My artwork was kind of just in a rut, and I was having just a bad day. And so I was sitting at my desk and I opened up the Bible to this verse in Isaiah, I think it was, and it said something like, "Your land is desolate like a shack in a field of cucumbers." And my first thought was like, this is really the Bible. Like, what could this mean? And then I just thought, well, I wanted to do something like art like. So I thought, I'm just going to draw a picture of this thing. So I sat down with a pen and a paper. It wasn't fancy at all. It was a purple sheet of paper and a ballpoint pen. And I just drew a picture of this shack and cucumber field. And I wrote the verse around it. And then I got this idea that night it was really like a form of accountability for myself. I felt like I was in a season where God was wanting me to do creative things in my everyday life, and I really wasn't doing that. And I don't know if you're passionate about something or if you work in a field that you love. Sometimes I feel like for me, I can make lots of art for a client or for someone who wants me to do a painting, but for the sake of creativity, for the sake of just art and worship, it doesn't happen that often. And so I really thought ScriptureDoodle was just for me, that it was going to be this creative devotional time. In my time with God, I was going to try and do it every day, and I posted it on my Twitter. And then I started posting it on my Instagram account, and my thought was, maybe someone will look forward to seeing this. Like, maybe it would bless somebody. And so I did, and I did it for a couple weeks, and then I had some friends, one friend in particular, who said, "Hey, I did a ScriptureDoodle the other day, but I don't want to post it because that's your thing." And I said, no, you need to post it, and you need to use the hashtag so people can follow it. And I probably had like 4 followers at the time, so it was me and probably just my mom and my family. But so I said, post it, and then over time, I really felt like God was saying, ScriptureDoodle is not just for you, April. It's for anyone. It is, it's that free gift. It's like God is for anyone who wants to receive him. And this idea, this practice of creativity and worship is for anyone. Just like everyone can sing at church on a Sunday morning or listen to the radio and sing along, that is such an available thing. But, visual, creative worship in writing or drawing, it should be available to whether you think you're an artist or not an artist, or even if you want to just share it or read it or look at it or share with a friend. So then I really got on board with trying to get other people involved, and I was like bribing friends. I was just asking people to be part of this, and it's for anyone. And I feel like as an artist, God has called me to this mission of encouraging other people to worship God through their creative gifts. I've felt that for a long time, and then I feel like ScriptureDoodle is the avenue that God has given me to make that available to people, to break down walls of pride or judgment or feeling not good enough, that really this is just about worship. It's not about creating a masterpiece. It's not about doing the best work. It's about worshiping God. And just like when you're a little kid and you make your mom or dad a picture and they put it on their fridge, they hang it, and they love it because you made it. And I really honestly think that's how God feels about when we create work for him. He loves it. And he's probably has this massive fridge up in heaven and they're all hanging, it's about worship. And so I want you to be involved. I want you to be part of this. And you can check out our website and just browse it and just give yourself permission to try something new. Give yourself permission to be creative, and don't worry about it if it's the best. Don't worry about if everything looks spot on. Just give it a try and get into creative worship for God to make Jesus famous.